I've been searching for that righteous one. It's been a blurry vision, but looking at you seem to clear up. I never thought you'd be the one. My nightlight, no, more like my morning sun. You always said I was your knight in shining armor. Well, baby, my armor needs some shine to it. My armor needs some shine to it.
Alright, you guys, I'm going to show you how to go from this really natural look to something just a little bit more glam. So let's get started. I already braided my hair down into straight back cornrows. So that's just the foundation. Now I'm going to use the Got To Be Ultra Glued to slick my edges back. Just want to kind of tuck them away and smooth them so that when you put it under the wig cap, everything is, you know, out of the way. And just do that on both sides. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my wig cap. And I have used this cap before under my wig, which is why you see that there's makeup already on it. But I just didn't think it was necessary to get a fresh wig cap. Okay. I had to flip that cap back because I had just done my makeup. And I was not trying to mess some eyebrows up. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to take the Got To Be Insta Hold and spray my hairline. And I got this from Target. I know a lot of people use the Got To Be Freeze spray, but you know, that works just as good. And this isn't your typical ball cap method, which you're going to see because I'm using a 5x5 closure. So that's why you're going to see me later on in the video cutting the ear tabs the way that I do. So I just went ahead and blow dried the Insta Hold, and I put 2 layers of that. Now I'm applying the same gel that I used on my edges to the edge of the cap so that I can seal the edges. You don't want the cap rolling back on you because it'll show under your lace, and that's not going to create a flat look. So I just applied that on the edges, and I'm going to blow dry that until it is completely dry. I don't remember what I was listening to right here. Now, the next step of the ball cap method is you want to put some makeup on it, and you want to use oil-free makeup when you're doing the cap or when you're putting any makeup on your lace, so that it blends and it allows your install to stick instead of mixing with the oils and, you know, your own sweat and hair oils and everything else. So you want to use that oil-free makeup for that, and you're just going to apply it all over the cap. Just so you can get a good blend. And I just put that all over the cap like I said. Try to get something as close to your skin tone as possible. Woo! Okay. So now I'm going to cut the cap. And this is why I said it's not your typical ball cap, because you're going to see me cut the sides off. So you can start in the middle is where I usually start. And you just cut it as close to where you sealed it off at. That way it lays flat. You don't have to worry about it rolling up. You cut it back as far as it goes where it's sticky, if that makes sense. I know some people use like razors for this part, but for some reason every time I use razors near my hairline, I always end up cutting my hairs. I'm cutting my skin, so I don't try that anymore. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut the sides off because I don't need those on there. Since I am wearing a closure wig, I didn't want the cap to show. Like if I wanted to pull my hair back, if I want to tuck it behind my ear, I didn't want that cap to be showing, because that is not natural. That is not cute. And anybody who has ever laid a wig or had a wig laid, you know that wind will test you. You could be walking in the store and that wind gonna blow back and you'll be embarrassed. So yeah, I didn't want all that. So this is my wig. I purchased this wig from West Kiss, and I've had it almost a year now. So it's an oldie, but it's still in good shape. And that's the inside of the wig. I did keep the comb in the back, but I cut the ones on the side so that my wig could lay flatter. And right now I'm just trying the wig on just to see where it fits. I had already styled it on my canvas head. And I just did the strap in the back, just so it can fit a little more snugly. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could leave this wig just like this and wear it glueless, but today I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down. And I used my wand to put those curls in. Just a little something on the ends of it. Just trying to get it right. I don't know if I was just feeling this wig or what, but I was playing in it. I just love that color though. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready to glue it down. And this thing was giving me some trouble. I don't know why I thought it was gonna stay with me flipping it back that way, but it didn't. It didn't. It was like, no. So I ended up having to clip it back, you know, to hold it in place so that I could apply the glue. Alright. And the glue that I'm gonna use today is the Ghost Bond. I'm gonna use the Ghost Bond glue, and I've actually had this about 2 years now. So I won't lie, I love the Got To Be method because I don't keep my hair in that long, and especially with this particular wig, because since it's a closure, I take it on and off each day, you know, let my scalp breathe. And I was just showing you that I used some Sea Breeze on my hairline, you know, just to clean it up, make sure those extra oils are off, all the makeup is off, so that the glue will melt better to my skin. But yeah, like I was saying, with these closures, with the closure wig, I find it so much easier to use the Got To Be method because you only need a small working space and you can finesse it every day. And in that way, you're not bathing in your wig, you're not sleeping in your wig, you're not sweating as much in your wig, and it really helps with the longevity of the wig. Like I said, I've had this wig about a year or almost a year, and it's still pretty. Like, I've bleached it, I've colored it, I've done so much to this wig, and it still is very pretty. I get compliments on this wig all the time. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in, and you see me dotting the glue along the edge of the cap, which the nozzle wasn't working at first. Like I said, I've had this Ghost Bond for almost 2 years, so I had to fix that nozzle because it wasn't coming out. But I'm going to just dot the glue along the wig. The wig cap, I should say. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to smooth it out with my eyebrow razor just to make it nice and even. And I did have a big clump right there because, like I said, I had to poke a hole in that nozzle and it was just everywhere. Glue, smooth it out, and then you just dry it. And Ghost Bond actually dries very fast, so you kind of got to work fast with this. And I did end up going back further on that cap simply because that's where the edge of the closure is. Same thing with the frontal, you know how you go along your ear. I did the same thing with this closure because that's where the lace ends. you just want to blow dry it until it's completely clear, or you can let it air dry. Like I said, this one dries pretty fast. I almost rather let it air dry, because it seems like when I use the blow dryer, it doesn't dry as good, even though it was on cool. Like you'll see I have a little bit of white glue left. So usually I do let it air dry. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. But I'm going to just pull my cap down, and I'm going to line the edge of the lace to the edge of the glue. You want to put it right on top of the glue, especially when you have a wig that's already been cut. The lace has already been cut. You want to make sure that the lace is on directly on top of the glue. So a lot of times, people put it on and they'll end up cutting the lace, whatever's not glued down, or they'll go back and glue the spots that aren't glued down. I feel like that's just a lot. So when you have a pre-cut lace, it's best to just go ahead and try to get it as much on top of that glue as possible. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is sticking, push it in the skin, and I'm going to go ahead and blow dry it and push it in with the teeth of my comb. Try not to use my fingers too much, but it is a lot easier than, using other stuff. And I went ahead and fast forwarded through this part because it's just me trying to get my life together. Trying to melt the lace, hold it down, make sure it sticks. I went back in with my blow dryer, just to make sure all the glue was dry. And I kind of just push it into my skin. Now, the thing about this wig is, although I do love it, the lace is a little thick. And it was a little dark for me. So I did have some issues with that. But other than that, I love this wig. So I'm going in with my rat tail comb and just trying to define the line a little bit. I didn't know if I wanted it to be super straight or if I wanted to put a curve in it. Because like I said, that lace is a little dark for me, so And that is cream. Oh yeah. Like I said, super easy, very beginner friendly. I hadn't even plucked this wig. This is, I've used this wig quite a lot. And this hair is actually from West Kiss. I don't know if I even mentioned that, but this is West Kiss hair. I've bleached it, colored it, cut it. I've done a lot of things to this wig. And it still looks pretty. I love it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe and the notification, and I look forward to seeing you guys back. Bye.